Welcome to the House of Royale. It is episode 90, and I just have a couple of gorgeous things to tell you guys. Patreon.com/House of Royale. Communicate with us, collab with us, tell us about your business. Do you want to promote yourself on the show? Tell me. Get on there, become a member. There's music, there's art, there's photos, videos. Patreon is also a place where you can support the podcast, which is what makes the podcast possible, is the patrons are the ones who are keeping House of Royale afloat, you guys. So I can't thank you enough. Some of our patrons have been with us since 2022, and it's such a blessing. Next. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. MORTEZ has the most magnificent show at the Lodge, 829 888 Lionsgate Portal Energy. And we are here to manifest our dream lives with you guys. So not only is it live music, but we want everyone to come in full costume, Wednesday Addams style, and we're going to have a costume contest. The winner of the costume contest receives a swag bag. And let me tell you, I want the bag, okay? I want the bag. The stuff in the bag is so cool. It's so witchy. It's like stuff that you will actually want and need. So, can't wait for tomorrow. Last but not least, merch. Get your merch. We have merch on the website, RochelleRoyale.com/merch. You can get House of Royale or MORTEZ merch, t-shirts, hoodies, hats. When you receive your shirt or your hoodie, put it on, take a photo, and send it to us because we will post on social media. We absolutely love that. We love to create this family, you guys, this network of beautiful creatives that are coming in to be a part of the pod and be a part of the band. And it just feels like a warm and loving family. And we are so grateful. And I am also so grateful for our guest today. She is a dancer, which we love. And you will meet her in a second. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Have you ever had to sing?
No, that sounds like the most terrifying thing to me. But I would love to learn.
Yes.
I would love to be a singer one day. That would be...
Anybody can learn. I swear to God, you guys, you can dance, you can sing, like you can do whatever you want. Being an astronaut, I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole Elon thing, but you guys, today I have such an amazing, beautiful, creative, wonderful, everything guest. She is a creative director for Honey Dance Productions. She founded it, she created it. She's a female entrepreneur, dancer, professional dancer, choreographer, all of the things. She wears all the hats. I would like all of you guys to give it up for the gorgeous Sara Eastman.
Thank you.
Insert applause.
Yeah.
So I want to start from the top.
Okay.
I love dancers so much because I feel like wherever you guys are, you're on stage. Like you're ready to perform, ready to put on a show, but still so authentic and raw and real at the same time, which is amazing.
Yeah, I would say a lot of my life was the next performance or the next show. It seems like even in my 30s, I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm still playing different characters, and it's been fun. It's been really cool to kind of dig deep into that.
Which we will. But I want to start from the beginning. Because I love to like compare dancer stories. For me, my mom was pregnant with me teaching class. So I was like born into it. Was dance right in the beginning for you, or when did it happen for you?
No, it was not in the beginning for me. I actually started off really young as a synchronized swimmer. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then in high school, I got into a dance program. Well, most people got into the dance program. It's a beginner class, so anyone could take the class. And I was in synchro in the summer, but in the off season, I just didn't really know what I wanted. I wasn't really driven in school. I was just kind of the C's get degrees kind of girl. And I stepped into this class, and the teacher was really strict and really hard. And if you want this, you got to do this. You got to do well in school. You got to show me that you're going to show up. And I needed that shift because all of a sudden I was like, I want to do this. I felt like I had a little bit of purpose in high school. And that's kind of where it started with that teacher.
Okay, question. What is your perspective on ADHD? Because I have it.
I'm so glad you just brought this up.
Yes.
Because you can see it in me.
No. Like for me, you're talking about like the C grades. Like in high school, I had to work so hard to get like B's, maybe an A if I was lucky. Like, but I was working so hard because math was a struggle. Like,
yes.
oh my God. And I had no idea.
I had no idea at the time. So I got diagnosed with ADHD a little over a year ago. Well, probably about 2 years now, like right before I got pregnant. And I got, for the longest time, I was seeing a therapist, and it was always anxiety. But then I would talk to people who had anxiety, and I was like, that doesn't sound quite like what I'm struggling with. And then this therapist was like, I think you have ADHD. And I'm looking back in my high school and my early days, and I was struggling with a lot of memory things. I was struggling to retain a lot of information in those like core classes. But I felt like the creative classes and the classes I was able to kind of run with it and be creative, I was excelling in.
Yes.
And so looking back, I can relate to you also well that, I think ADHD had a huge part.
And I'm going to put a link for a podcast that I absolutely love for women with ADHD. It's like powerful women with ADHD and like workarounds. And like, it really is so interesting to learn about all of the symptoms and then how like tips and tricks on how to like figure out how to get through a day. Because for me, it's time management and memory, and I have to have notes and write everything down. Oh my God.
Yeah, I have to have everything color coordinated, organized, and I'll trail off and I'll be doing my business stuff, and then I'll do work stuff, and then I have to do house stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. Let's do all the blue as house. And we're just focusing on the blue.
Yes.
And then the purple is business stuff. Then I'm just doing purple stuff.
You guys, one thing at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time. Okay, so who was this teacher? Do you want to shout them out?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to give a shout out to Patty Baker. She was fantastic. She was clear on her expectations, and she taught me, how to be organized, how to get what I want essentially, or ask for what I want, and to put the time and energy in to, present what I wanted. And she gave me that opportunity. And that's where I was really thankful, is that she saw something in me, even though I felt maybe a little lost at that time, and she let me run with it. And
was she one of the dance teachers?
Yep, she was the dance teacher of that dance program in the high school.
And so what did the program consist of? Like how many different styles of dance and all that?
Yeah, it had lots of different styles. Each curriculum was, every few weeks we would switch over to a different style of dance, and that was the curriculum. So it would start with jazz, then you'd go into ballet, you would learn tap or clogging, or hip hop. So you would learn all these different styles, and then if you were doing well in all of your other classes, you got to be in the show. And if you did well in her class, you got to move on to intermediate and advanced. And then in those classes, you had the opportunity to be a choreographer for future shows. And that's where I felt like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Was to create.
You guys, not everyone's going to know what it's like to be a choreographer and to see your piece come to life. It really, truly is magical.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Yeah. Okay, so school, and then you were like, let's go to LA, or what was that transition?
The transition was UNR, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out UNR. We're looking for a videographer, like a student in the film department. Shout out.
Yes, there's plenty there. And I know they want to get their feet wet into this Reno community. So.
Well, we need one for 8/29. Is it Friday or Saturday? I can't remember.
I think it's a Friday. I think it's the Friday.
Friday. We're like calling everyone.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look and see if I know of anyone. But yeah, so I went to UNR. At the time, they only had a dance minor. So I went through the dance minor and worked with a couple of the teachers there. This was way back. So it was really only one teacher there. And then a couple other teachers had come on. I would say the modern world in the like education route, in the college route, is really good. I learned a lot of like foundational skills, but I would say I really like it, and there's moments where I really appreciate it, and then it just didn't resonate with me until I found heels later in life.
Right. Well, and also I feel like college is still getting a grip on how to teach kids like what it's like in the real world.
100%. I look back at myself and I was like, I was a baby. Just
we don't know until we're out in the field doing it and like making phone calls, like learning how to reach out to people, learning how to create and build relationships. I mean, I feel like I really wish that they would teach more of that.
Yeah, I agree.
In school.
It's that social connection that is tied in with this industry.
Yeah.
You know, connecting with people that you connect well with, you know, working with them and partnering with them.
And by the way, especially for women.
Yes.
Because it's different for girls.
It is. It is different. You know, we run things differently. We are different. We think, we feel, we do things differently.
Right.
And it is a different experience.
Yes.
And I think women are extremely powerful and extremely strong. And so then I feel like the artwork and the things that we see that women do is extremely powerful.
Yes,
I love
absolutely. So we need to put our creative, powerful juices together with like all the business moguls at the top. Like whatever they're doing, we need to take that and mesh it together. And
Yes.
it's yes. And normalize being a millionaire. Like all women should be millionaires.
Absolutely.
And we need to just let that feel relaxed and calm in our bodies.
Gonna manifest it.
Yeah. Okay, so college. Okay.
Yes.
The modern, yes, I get it, totally. So you wanted more. Like, who told you? Like, where did it come from? Like, the whole LA thing? Like, what was it that sparked?
It was way later in life. So I actually moved away from UNR when I graduated. I lived in Miami for a little bit, which was really cool. Yeah, I took a couple classes there just to, you know, feed my soul. And then I went back to Sacramento, where I'm from, and I was kind of stuck. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. At that time, it was like 2014, 2015. There wasn't a lot of jobs out there for new grad students. And I decided I wanted to teach. It was always something that was very like natural to me. And so I was looking into the teaching program over at Sac State. And I went to go visit my old dance teacher at the high school. And I walked in and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to teach dance. And so it's like building and building and building. And now I look back, I'm like, oh, that's why this happened in life. You know,
all the pieces. Yeah.
It starts to make sense. So I went and got my education. I did graduate work over at Sac State and became a teacher and was there for a while. And then I moved back. I actually moved up to Virginia City a few years after.
Cool.
I was married, so I had my first husband, and he is from Virginia City. And so I moved up there, went from a bigger city to a smaller city, and we, you know, care for each other, love for each other, but just didn't work out. And again, I was stuck between a place where I was kind of lost, and I was like, I want to continue dancing. It feeds my soul. How do I do this? And just at the right time, I was contacted by now one of my best friends. Her name's Dana, and she's like, we work in South Lake Tahoe. We need go-go dancers. Do you want to work? And I was like, yes, I need to work, and I want to work as a dancer. Like, this is perfect. And so that's where everything kind of started in this kind of field of heels. I felt like I was truly me when I put on a pair of heels and got to dance in a more of a flowy, sensual, sexy kind of way. It just felt fun and natural, and I got to express myself. I think it's very powerful that women want to express themselves that way, and
Absolutely.
that's why I was so drawn to it.
And I have no doubt, you guys, for all the girlies out there that have never put on a pair of heels and danced or like done pole or any of that stuff, it really is a different part of your brain that opens up. It's like a doorway to your true womanhood, like your sensuality and just being in your divine feminine power is so special. And I'm sure you've had women tell you that it's changed their lives.
Yes, including mine. I would definitely say it changed my life. And I hear it all the time too. And there's always that feels like putting your heels on for the first time and going to a couple classes and getting over that nervous feeling. And then there's like kind of a breakthrough of, this feels good. This makes me feel confident. I get to be confident. And I get to kind of show my womanhood. And that's why I love the style heels so much.
Yes. Amen. We're going to come back to this. When did LA happen?
Okay.
You're go-go dancing. You're you're dancing for your life.
Yes. Living my best life.
Okay.
I did get invited to do a show up in Tahoe. So I was contracted up in Tahoe for a few years. Love my girls. Like that was a memory I will cherish forever, because not only I got to dance professionally, but I got to be with a group of girls that I felt like truly understood me. So
yes.
Love that
And who
stage.
was it? Was it Boulevard, or what company was it?
It was with Drew Miram Productions, and Dana was the producer of the show, and it's called Rock Hard at the Hard Rock.
Oh, cool.
And we were fun, wild, and it was great.
Love it.
Yes, we love it. So right after that, though, I was like, I want to take my training to the next level.
Yes.
So I had already met my now fiance. And I told him, this is what I want to do. I want to go and train for just a few months, just to like let movement really sink in and get to know that LA world that people always talk about, just to get a taste of it. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And he was so supportive. And yeah, I went down there shortly after that show and was there for a few months. I think it was the end of 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just recently did it. Yep.
Hello, LA.
Yeah.
Calm down. You take a seat. Okay, so let's see. Did you take from anyone that everyone would know, like Mia Michaels or someone big time? Marissa.
Yes. I took Marissa. Fantastic. The classes are wild at Playground because the space is not what I thought it was. It's smaller than I thought. When you watch these videos for years, you know, and all of a sudden you have, I mean, I'm talking 150 people crammed in this room, and you're learning choreo. I'm truly impressed with Marissa and how she was able to teach that amount of choreography in such a small space with that many people.
I know.
Truly impressive.
With her leg here, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone. Just 2 inches of space, and she's just like, Gah.
Yeah. Very talented.
Yeah, the last time I was there, Robin was there.
Okay.
And I spoke with her for a bit, and I was like, come do the pod. And she was like, okay. And she never did. I'm manifesting both of them for the pod, at least, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
It's amazing what they're doing.
I would love to hear their stepping stones, you know, because you see these women and you look at them and you're in awe of them because they're so talented, they're so strong. Yeah. And, you know, they're out there giving it their all the time, every week, teaching these classes, being raw. And I'm wondering, like, what were your stepping stones? I want to hear them, you know?
Yeah. I think that to be in Robin's position, to be in any position at the top, you have to make tough decisions. But I think it's also about how we take care of our artists and dancers and how we speak to them. And I think that there are still a lot of people at the top that we're not being careful with how we are communicating, especially when it's high levels of stress. If it's a tour or like, you know, a show that's a really big deal, like on a network television or whatever it is, if it's a girl group, a boy group, I mean, it's such high octane drama that I think whoever is running the situation, like whoever is the director of the situation, needs to keep it respectful.
Yes. I'm so glad you're saying this because I think throughout my life, and I just gave you little snippets of it, one of the biggest values I've held on to for a long time is kindness.
Yeah.
Because I know what it feels like when someone doesn't treat you with respect, especially in this industry. I've been there, and it sucks. Yeah. It really is awful, and I don't think we should be talking to each other this way, men, women, whatever, because ultimately we're creating art, and art's supposed to be fun. And so when you're making this, mean, or you're treating people with disrespect, it takes away the joy of it.
Truly.
It does.
However, playing devil's advocate on the other side of shit, I think that there needs to be, and we have TikTok, right? And I'm constantly going to TikTok and like searching things like anxiety attack before a show, or like how to get your mind and body into a more calm place, because especially with women, a lot of us have like PTSD and like traumatic shit that we're working through like now or from past, and it's like I think artists still need so much more guidance on how to take care of their nervous system. And because also if you're the person running set or rehearsal and you're dealing with these deep rooted issues internally and trying to suppress them while being, cordial to everybody, I mean, that's also a dangerous situation when you're putting the lid on the teapot.
Absolutely.
So I'm constantly searching for new ways to calm the down.
Yeah.
And be more polite to everybody, because I think for me, I deal with like perfectionism, and I deal with, the time management for my own self causes frustration. And so it's like, we don't want to project onto other people, you guys. And I think like you knowing that you innately, that you were meant to be a teacher is such a huge deal, because I think some of us are not. Like it takes a lot of patience to work with dancers and artists, and and it's like every job is different. Every group of dancers is different, and so I commend you.
Thank you.
Because in LA, I think there are a lot of choreographers, directors, music executives that really just are not handling the situation carefully.
Yeah, I think that you'll see it in almost every industry, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see different types of leadership. There's different types of leadership out there, and you need to be honest with yourself on who you work well with, and be okay to walk away or say no. That's huge. I'm a huge people pleaser.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with part of the industry of, if you say yes, you have the opportunity. If you have the opportunity, you have a better chance of getting paid, usually.
Yes.
And so if you don't say yes, then you lose out on that opportunity. And that coming into a new part of my life, I've had to say no because of the respect for myself and my family, along with all the other things that are going on in my life. I need to pick and choose what I think is going to serve me, my business, my dancers.
Yes.
All of that. And that's continuously something I'm learning.
Yes. Okay. So I want to segue into that, but like a little bit more about LA, because I do love to hear when people have great experiences, whether it's LA or New York or like a hot spot where it's popular and there's all the cool kids. So like you did have a great experience.
Yes, I did. It was not easy.
Okay.
But I do believe that every experience is going to be valuable.
Yeah.
100%. If you start to see each stepping stone of your life valuable in some way, you'll look back and I don't think you'll regret anything in your life. And I thought LA was extremely valuable. I learned so much. I went at 32, and they have this really cool program where anyone all over the world at Millennium, at that studio, you can come, you can sign up for a program, and you stay in the dorms, and then you can walk over to the studio and you can train all day.
Yes.
And so I did that, and it was really cool. I was not expecting like true dorms and being out of that life for so long and then going back into that life of just living scarce, only having like 5 outfits, didn't have a closet to myself. It was that alone, that personal part of that was hard for me.
Yeah.
But I got there, I took a deep breath. I was like, you paid for this, you're doing this, Sarah.
Right.
And then on top of all that, like taking 3 to 4 classes a day, but those classes, it was insane. I remember one of the classes, it was a 3-step turn. I've been doing a 3-step turn since I was 15. So 18 years ago, something like that. And I could not physically do this 3-step turn fast enough. I was so mad at myself. I was like, I did not have the strength. These choreographers, these dancers, they are so strong. And they have been training for so long. And you see these kids that are 19 that have been taking those classes since they were 15, and they're killing the class. Like, oh, they look so good doing it. And the texture and the movement, it is truly impressive. And I sat there and I watched and I watched and I watched and I tried and I watched and I tried. And I humbled myself. I stepped to the side and I kept watching, and I was like, these people are so talented. It was good. I needed that.
Yeah.
Something about being humbled is needed.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have to be so passionate about it. And and my heart goes out to all the people that do like the competition circuit, like from 2 years old to 18, because that's what happened to me, and I was so burnt out.
Yeah.
Because there were so many magical moments. I kind of wish that I had started at like maybe 10.
Yeah. I totally understand that. I experienced burnout after I came back from LA, and I'm in my 30s. So being a kid who's supposed to be a kid and is feeling that kind of burnout at that age, that's a lot for a kid. And the competition world is getting more and more competitive. It's
So
getting
crazy.
more intense. And these dancers are so strong and talented, and the acrobats and the things that they can do is impressive. But at what point is it valuable for a kid to just be a kid, dance around, run around, circle around?
Amen.
Do something else. You know? You don't have to put all your eggs in one basket.
And also children, the tour dancers out there who are dancing for people like Taylor Swift or, well, not Tate McRae. We'll leave her out of the conversation. But like Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
There's great dancers, but they're not like doing tricks. Like some of it is just beautiful movement. And a lot of the dancers are not like going to be the best dancer in that LA class that you're taking. It's just truly because they're professional, they're nice, they show up on time, and they learn the choreography.
And they might have the look.
Yeah.
That alone.
Yes.
It's like
that too.
They might just be the right height. They might have the right hair color that day. There's so many factors. So many factors.
Yes. But don't give up and don't be intimidated, because I think the videos even on Millennium, it's just like
there's a lot. It's so fast, and you learn so much choreo. You learn over a minute and 30 seconds in an hour and 15-minute class with 150 people.
No, not me. Could never be me. But congratulations to everyone that is doing that. I mean, wow.
It's very overstimulating sometimes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so then you're like, all right, F this.
No, I finished that program. I finished that program. I took my picture with the certificate. I was like, I can't believe I did this.
Yeah.
Movement was... I was getting stronger. I felt like I learned a lot in LA in a lot of different aspects, with the auditioning, with the technique, the skill, listening to different teachers, watching them how they teach. I learned that too, like how to be a stronger teacher. I got back and I started teaching classes here again, and I felt like I had a lot to offer in the sense of heels and technique and strength, and so I was doing that. But I've told a couple people this, it was towards the end of LA, me and my fiance were talking, and I wouldn't say I was like right in a fork of the road, but we decided like there's kind of 2 ways to go about this. Do I continue with this professional world of dance, see if I can find another contract, or do I do more of a teaching route, and do we want to start our family? And we decided to go that route. And it was like a switch for me. All of a sudden I was like, missed my fiance, Chris. Shout out to Chris. He's the best. And I was like, I want to create a family with him. And that's what I wanted. So, yeah.
You guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
And then it changes your love for dance in a whole new way. Like your perspective is changed.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely. I was experiencing that burnout a little bit, but I kept working. I kept doing shows and.
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
Where did the fire come from to become an entrepreneur? Because it's like being a dancer, you are listening and learning, and it's always like the next choreographer and being a part of the group of dancers to then step into a role of like, here's the name of my business. Mm-hmm. Like, what was that like?
It felt like a long time coming, and it also felt like we're doing this. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's happening. So I always wanted to start my own company before I even got back into go-going. And that was kind of, I have journals of like, what would I name the company, or how would it look like? Or, wasn't in the mindset of like, how can I bring in a profit to pay dancers? Like I wasn't at that point, but I was at the first stages of the creative part of it. Mm-hmm. And then I got more experience, and I worked with a lot of people. And through those experiences, some of those experiences were hard. And I was like, I don't feel like I was treated with respect in some ways. And I felt like I was also standing on the sidelines and watching other things happen to other performers and other dancers. And I didn't like that. And that was the fire in me. I was like, I feel like I can hold a company where I felt that they were getting compensated and that they were being treated dancers were being treated with respect.
Yes.
And that's what fueled Honey Dance Productions.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes, honey. That is a clip right there. That's a soundbite right there.
Yay, good.
Okay, so you had the name, the journals, the vision board was there.
Yes.
The dream was there. Mm-hmm. Where does Honey come from?
So when I started dancing, again, in classes, training, I had a lot of people, even before that, when I was a teacher, kids and high schoolers would come up to me and they're like, you talk and you remind me a lot of Miss Honey from Matilda.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's how I hold myself and how I talk. And I guess it just kind of went from there. People started calling me Miss Honey. And then in dance classes, I was Miss Honey. And then my friends, I was Miss Honey. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that story.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the movement flows like honey.
I think it just matches.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. And because it's like the sensual, like sexiness of it too. It's like, of course it's Honey Dance. Like that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what? So you like file the DBA and like, where was the first dance studio? Like, how did you do it?
Well, I was teaching at dance studios for a while, and I decided I wanted to try it on my own. And so I rented out space over at Dance Unlimited, and I started teaching classes there. And people started to know me as Honey, and my Instagram as Heels with Honey, and that's how people knew about my classes. And then I got pregnant, and I was still teaching classes. I was finishing up a show, so that was fun. It was my little secret. And then I shared with everyone I'm pregnant. I started to cut back on dance shows, obviously, and started to give myself some space to just relax and take some time. And me and my fiance we traveled a little bit, and then I was like, I want to continue to do what I was doing, but I want it to look different, obviously. And I called up Keely Cobb.
Yes, Keely, our girl.
Yes, she's the best. And I was like, I want to do this. She's like, then do it. Just start it. You got it. Don't stop talking. Stop talking about it. Do it. And that was kind of the kickoff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So like this is still so brand new.
It's so brand new.
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel so honored that you are here in this moment of the beginning of the journey of it all.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's just so cool to see people start something and watch it flourish and grow. And I feel like so many of us are doing this right now. Like Brett and I just moved, like we just moved here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
So we're all just planting our little seeds in the garden. And I'm just like, I don't know, like dance is such a hard, painful thing for me. But the first thing I wanted to do in Reno was connect with all the dancers because I've had so much time away from it. And long story short, I'm finally ready to kind of like invite dance back into my life.
That's awesome. That makes me really happy. Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Buckle up, prepare. I don't know what I'm going to say.
Let's see. So what was a turning point for you in dance in the sense of how did it what was your turning point and how did it change for you?
Okay. As a child, like my literal dance partner was Nick Lazzarini.
Oh, okay.
That's my mom's student.
Uh-huh.
So that in and of itself, like we were doomed. You know, I mean, it's like we're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like dancing together. And everyone's like, Rochelle and Nick are going to be the stars. Watch, just wait. You know, and like that pressure already was enough to break me as a child, you know? And then Nick was the one that won everything. He would win everything. And my mom constantly was like, it's because he's a boy, da, da, da. It's so crazy that I'm 100 years old still talking about this shit, man. Like, but it's deep.
It is deep. And it's very important to talk about and to welcome it back into our lives in different parts of our lives.
Yeah.
I think it's good to approach it and if you feel comfortable to express it, because I have a lot of those moments in my life that was a turning point that made me who I am today. And it made you who you are today. Like, look where you are today because of that turning point, which at the time you probably didn't understand why it was so hard.
I mean, I'm grateful how it's all turning out because it could have been much worse. But yeah, I started teaching at 14.
That's really young.
And like winning choreography awards at 15 and 16 because that was just normal for like that. For like the studio kids, it's like that's just what we did, you know? And so, and my mom was like best friends with Alan Sherfield and John Crutchman, and she helped them create West Coast Dance Explosion. I mean, it was just like all of these deep-rooted relationships, and it was my life, you know? And then our family transitioned from the Bay Area to Oregon, and that was like a funeral. It really was like I had to have a funeral for my dance family because she sold Dance Attack and I was uprooted, and we still were flying back to the Bay Area every weekend for competition, but it wasn't the same anymore. And then in 2009, I lost my mom to suicide.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And so that like rocked the whole dance community. It was like a Dave Scott moment, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just can't come back from that shit. And for me, it took me 2 years to even process that it actually happened. I was completely outside of my body for so long and got sober in 2012. And then that's when I started to like really ask for help and try to like crawl out of that.
That's really hard. I think those are perfect examples of, and what I'm learning right now is that you're going to grieve different parts of your life. And it's and a lot of our society, I believe, tells us to suppress a lot of those. And then something as horrific as what had happened, you can't suppress that.
No.
And when you do, it's going to live with you forever, unfortunately.
Yes.
And it's like, how do we approach and take care of these moments that, again, we hold on forever.
Right. And what I want to say to anyone that has like lost a loved one to anything close to that in that lane, I think it's like you have to ask for help. And also if I had to tell myself that it was okay to walk away from dance, and I had to give myself that grace. You know, even though I continued, like, I've been through 3 record deals, I've had plenty of music videos, and every single time I would call up Jason and Valerie Young to bring in the dancers for choreography, and like that was, you know, it was like I would dissociate on set.
Yeah.
Just to get it done. And then go home and be a wreck for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I had to incorporate dance because I was like, I'm not going to be a singer without dance. That's insane. No way. Like, but you just have to continue to give yourself grace and like figure out the toolbox that works for you to heal. And I think what Eric was saying in his interview is movement can actually physically start to move that trauma out of your body and help you. Like, there is a magic to dance and music and the frequencies of it that literally scientifically, y'all, are like healing the body and the mind. So
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I've experienced it personally
yeah,
in different ways.
yeah. And I haven't taken class in years, but like just having these conversations with you guys, I'm kind of like subconsciously prepping myself to just be in a class and like, hey, you're not going to die. It's going to be okay.
Yes. And we're here to support you.
Right?
Yeah, we got your back.
But, and then it's like to tell all the other girlies out here in Reno that haven't taken your class yet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you're scared, so am I.
I'm still scared.
Yeah.
You know, I'm up there trying to be vulnerable just as much as you're being vulnerable in class too. So, and that's what makes it such a, I think, rewarding feeling at the end of a class.
Yeah.
Is that you realize, oh, the person next to me actually is feeling similar feelings.
Yes. And we are like, nobody is alone in this. Like, we all have different emotions that we're working through on a daily basis, which leads me to the next conversation of being a mom.
Yes. Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yes, I had a baby 6 months ago.
And you look amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my
Truly,
God.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, it is the most amazing, beautiful experience I could ever imagine. I always wanted to be a mom. I just didn't know what that was going to quite look like. But people would ask me throughout my life whether I was with someone or not, and it was an instant yes. So I think everything happens for a reason, and I am glad that I waited, and I had him February this last year, and I just turned 34 yesterday, and I'm really glad that I'm in the life, the part of my life that I am having him, and the age.
Amen.
It's been awesome.
Heard. I mean, I'm not a mom, but I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. It's like you want to bring things to fruition when you feel ready.
Yes, exactly. And I was ready. It was that switch I was telling you about.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, let's do this. I want to be a mom, and I'm ready. This is the time.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So is he in class sometimes with you?
He is everywhere. Yes, he is everywhere. I, have been choreographing throughout the summer. We've been doing rehearsals. I had class earlier in the year. And he's getting to know the dancers, the company dancers really well.
So cute.
He is my partner in crime for sure. And he's awesome. Like, I am truly lucky. He's a pretty chill baby, and he has his personality already. And
What's his name? Are you
Frankie?
Oh, Frankie.
Yes. Yeah, he's Franklin.
Oh my God. Oh my God, the cutest.
He is. He's hilarious.
So if he wanted to dance, would you be cool with that?
Yes, people ask me that all the
Okay.
time. It is, yes, I will be totally cool with it. If he comes up to me, he's like, I want to dance. Let's do it. Let's sign him for a class. Will I push him to dance? No. No.
Right.
I want to put him
right.
in all the things, and I want him to handpick what feels good to him. So that's what we're
Parenting
gonna
101,
do.
y'all.
Yeah.
Just let them.
Yes.
What's her name? It's not podcast queen.
God, I'm horrible with names.
Shit, it's not Abraham Hicks. It's like, anyway, she has a podcast called Let Them. And it's
yes.
hysterical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I have heard of that one.
And she stole it from someone that like wrote the original poem of Let Them. But anyway, I'm sorry, ADD. Okay, so you're good. It's not like...
Oh, it's hard.
Okay.
We'll go into that part next. Yeah.
Okay, because I want all the new moms to hear from Sara that, like, you're not... We all are crazy people, and I know you feel like a crazy person.
And I'm crazy. Like, I've definitely dabbled with that crazy line quite a few times in my life. And I wake up multiple times, especially postpartum, and I'm like, what are you doing, Sara? Like, this is crazy. But yeah, it's hard. I got pregnant and I anticipated, you know, my life's going to change. My schedule's going to change. I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to change his diapers. I'm going to be there for him. You know, things, I'm going to have to slow down my life. All of that I was anticipating to an extent. What I didn't anticipate was the mental change. You women, and I found this out after, women are hardwired, you change mentally to take care of your child. And it does. I thought I had to shift my priorities once he came, but my brain already shifted them.
Right.
And I had to find grace and understand that these things that were important to me are no longer, they're at a different level of importance to me. And that was a weird change.
Yeah.
I still am like, oh, I didn't know I would like mentally change those priorities. And balancing has always been a little bit of a struggle of mine. And now it is, you know, right there in front of me saying, you have to learn how to balance your
A couple
work.
questions. Okay, so when you were pregnant, did you have morning sickness?
I did.
It was bad?
It was bad.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, first trimester was rough.
Okay.
And then it started to get a little bit better second trimester.
Okay.
Yeah, I taught a couple classes in my second and third. Was definitely marking in my third trimester, and by the last month, my body was hurting. Yeah, just water, weight, where your hips are aligned, tired, exhausted, you know, the heartburn, serious heartburn. That last month for me was really hard.
Okay, and then you don't have to talk about it, but did you, with the postpartum depression, was that happening? Did you deal with that?
Yeah, actually, I anticipated it coming sooner, but it's later for me. For me, every mom has a different experience, so I really want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
But for my experience, I had Frankie. We went through the birth. Birth was crazy. Everyone has a crazy birth story. And then you're in this beautiful, like, post-baby or post-pregnancy high, and you have this sweet, amazing little baby, and you're up, and you're sleep-deprived, and you're just grinding through each day, and you're figuring it out, and you're trying to listen to your baby and what your baby needs, and then all of that settles. And then it's the day-to-day. And then there's the expectation of getting back to work, looking and feeling a certain way, and acting and being a certain way. Yeah. Way too soon. I understand why there's places overseas where mothers get a full year. And I feel that our
America.
Yes, it needs to be changed.
It does.
Because
it does.
6 months and every day I'm still dealing with hormonal changes.
Yeah.
And one moment it's like, yes, we got this. We're doing great. Everything's smooth. And the next moment, I mean, I'm saying like within an hour span, it's like, everything's doomed, you know?
And P.S., like justbeingawoman.com.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
even before the children.
Yes. It is all very familiar too. It's not like this is all new to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this feeling.
Right.
It's back. It's strong.
But I wonder, because especially being a dancer, we are so like, we have to look good. We have to feel like we look good. We have to like show up and be performative and be like present ourselves in a certain way. Now that you have a kid, do you feel like you can let go of some of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
that's nice.
I like that you said you have to feel like you feel good.
Yes.
Because, you know, I would get so many great compliments. Everyone's so relatively everyone is so kind for the most part. There are some comments people say and you're like, why? But
Facebook is a nightmare.
Yeah. That's a whole nother conversation. People thinking they can just say what they want to say because they're hidden.
I keep Facebook for the moms, but then I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, I know.
Comments.
So I lost my train of thought.
So feeling good.
Feeling good. Yes, the expectation you put on yourself to feel good as a performer and as a dancer. And people give you these compliments and you're like, thank you. Like, either like, you look great. And it's like, I don't feel great though. And I'm supposed to go out there and present myself as if I do feel great.
Right.
And that's a challenge in itself. Even without having a baby, I think when you're in postpartum, it feels even more intense.
Yes.
So
I'm just like, are the guitars going to come through on our recording? You guys, this is the first podcast where we have a live guitar player playing guitar through the whole interview.
Yeah, the little sound.
It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
We'll let it go. We have rock stars in the house.
Yes.
Just let them. So what are your rituals? Like, do you light candles? Do you pray to the gods? Like, what is it that gets you like through the psychoticness of it all?
Yeah, that's a great
Some
question.
self-care tips for the women.
Yes. Sleep.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Sleep is, I think, number one.
I just took a nap before you got here.
Yeah.
Like in LA, you're sometimes you're working in the studio till 4 or 5 in the morning, and then you get up at like 10, 11, never 12.
Yeah.
10, 11.
Morning.
Here, it's 6 a.m. My alarm goes off because I want to be a morning person.
Yeah.
But naturally, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm ready, like at 6:30. But when 12 hits, I'm like, what? It feels like jet lag.
Oh, yeah. And I did the same thing. I've worked late nights and I saw a difference in my mental health drastically.
Yeah.
And when I purposely make sleep as a high top priority, I feel like I feel better, that feeling inside.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can handle things better. And so that is definitely my biggest focus which is ironic saying that I have, a 6-month-old at home. But yeah, if I'm up like I was last night, like the next day, it's a nap day and that's okay.
Yeah.
And giving yourself grace and being like, you can take a nap.
Yes.
And carving out time to do that.
What about, are your dreams okay or are your dreams insane? Because my dreams are out of control and very lucid, and I will like wake up like, what planet am I on?
Yes. I'll even question sometimes. I'm like, was that real? Like, it will be almost teeter-totter with that line of like reality versus a dream.
Wow.
During my last trimester, my dreams were vivid. It was wild. And then you get this whole new feeling of anxiety, and I was worried that I wasn't going to wait. Yeah.
So fun.
I was so worried I wasn't going to wake up to hear my baby cry. That is so far from the truth. You are in this like lucid sleep, and you're not really hitting REM sleep I haven't really hit it yet. So with that being said, I'm like, okay, like I'm in a dream, then I wake up, I take care of baby, then I go back into a weird, crazy dream. And yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Do you do like podcasts? Do you listen to podcasts?
I do.
Okay. Because I do. I'm like, tell me.
Yeah.
How do I fix this?
I was really into audiobooks for a while too.
Yeah.
I like that. Like being able to move around the house, do something and listen to people. I like more of informative books and informative podcasts. I feel like if I can get some information that will help me in the future.
Yeah.
I like those. They make me feel good.
Absolutely. Like, I'm like, how do you regulate your nervous system? That's a search for me. Great, like hot high priestess perspective. She's amazing. And then somatic exercises or like somatic therapy. I'm listening to podcasts on that.
Yes. I would say stretching is a big one for me.
Okay.
I'll put my headphones in, put a song on that I like, and just move through movement the most natural way as possible, along with like opening up my hips, feeling the mobility, you know, working on the shoulders and the head and the neck and isolating different parts of my body. That feels really good to me.
What are some music recommendations? Because growing up in a dance studio, we always had the coolest artists that we would find.
Oh, yeah.
So who, like right now, who's like cool for you?
That's a great question. I mean, it depends on your style. I have different music for different things of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So for a heels dance class, I have a whole album, and it's like the newest music that's in hip hop, rap, all of the, you know, newest music is fun to listen to. And if I want to feel like that sexy confident and I want to walk around my house with my heels on and dance, I'm going to put that playlist on.
Question for heels. Have you heard of Queen Herbie?
Yes, we actually have a dance to that song. I love her so much.
Shout out to Queen Herbie. Mm-hmm. We want you on the pod. We want you in Reno. We want you to do a show here, and Sarah's going to choreograph it.
Yes. We actually have, full disclosure, one of her songs, Sugar Daddy, in the show that's coming up in just a couple weeks.
I love that song.
Yes.
Literally, I definitely have a video of me dancing to that on Instagram or TikTok somewhere. Like,
and her music video's fantastic.
Does she comment on your guys' stuff?
No, I mean, I haven't put the dance on YouTube yet because we didn't want to show it.
Okay, well, listen, and mark my words, Queen, you better. Because every time I have posted with a dance clip of her song, she will comment.
I love that.
Or share it. And she's so interactive with her fans. Or like just with her listeners or what I mean, I am a fan. I'm a fucking
We're
fan.
fans.
But, and then she also embodies like the new narrative for women, which is like, you can pick and choose what makes you happy, but owning your power and not giving a shit. She doesn't care about her age is like public, which I'm still working on that. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Her, like, she'll chop her hair off and be like, this is what, I'm the next Cate Blanchett. Like,
yes.
Her outfits, like, she's just like, why do we have to abide by the Hollywood standard? Like, she's so just like the black sheep, left field, doing it different. And I love you so much for that. We all love you so much for that. But it's such a relief, too, to see a woman that's not Sabrina Carpenter. It's like, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I love that she's embodying herself. Again, going back to that stepping stone conversation. It's like, what was she like in high school? What was she like, you know, in her young 20s? You know, what did she go through to now preach that? Like, why is that a value to her now? It's very interesting.
I know the story.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
gonna have to look it up.
Yes. Her and her husband have been married for 13 years.
Oh,
and they have a podcast, and so look up their story because it's so good. But anyway, going against the grain and then owning your power and finding the strength to start your own thing. And now we have Honey Dance Production with an S.
Yeah, no, not with an S.
No S. And then Honey Heels.
Heels with Honey is
Heels with Honey. Okay.
Yes.
Heels with Honey. Okay, so when can we take class and where?
That's a great question. I am teaching a workshop in mid-September, September 18th with Reno Dance Festival. So shout out to that event. Yes. Yes. My company is dancing in that show that night, but they are having me come on and teach a heels workshop class.
When is the show?
The show is September 19th.
Put it in the calendar. I'm putting it in the calendar right now.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll clarify and make sure it's clear. September 19th is the show that night, and the workshop will be, if I remember correctly, 1:30 p.m. that day.
Woo!
Yeah.
So what is the workshop going to entail? Like, what time does it start?
It starts at 1:30. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. And how I like to run my classes is we do a proper warm-up, get the body warm with loud, fun music. I always like to do an activity or kind of a moment where people get to meet someone new so that we get to connect, because it's a lot easier to dance and feel sexy when you know the person next to you.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then we also go over technique. Technique is really big, especially in heels. Strengthening. So we do like a strengthening exercise with ankles specifically. And then we go across the floor, get your body moving, feel comfortable in your heels. And then we learn some choreo, have fun with it. And
Chair or no chair?
no chair for this
Okay,
one.
no chairs.
Yes.
Okay.
But I love a good chair class. I really do.
I want to like go.
Yes.
I want to take.
I would love for you to be there. It's going to
Okay.
be so fun. The biggest thing with these workshop classes is it's for any, I would say level, but any experience. You know, I know that you have a lot of experience, but it's been a little while. So
Yes.
what you want out of your class is going to look different than what the person next to you is going to want out of this class. And so the fun thing about the workshop is I give you this structure and you get to run with it for what you need for this class.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna need hugs.
Yes.
Like it'll be fine. I'll be able to do it. I think I can get through it.
You can. I know you can. And I'll be right there with you. And you just
Okay.
look at me and be like, you give me that look and I got you. I'll give you words of encouragement.
Just yell at me. Like
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
can
used to
do that
being yelled at.
Okay.
So just Rochelle, pay attention. Point your foot, put your boobs out, keep it. Let's
Show
go.
'em what you got.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening until then? Are there classes or no?
No classes
Okay.
right now. There will be classes in the future, but
Okay.
we have a show coming up. It is a full-length evening production.
Oh,
It is a
yeah.
cabaret. It's called Merde Cabaret. And it's 4 nights only, so get your tickets. And it is lots of different types of dances. It also has a storyline, and the storyline is what it's like to be a performer, the struggles, and it has a comedy relief behind that. So
Love.
yes.
And where?
It's going to be at Good Luck Macbeth.
Yes. Shout out. Good luck, Macbeth.
Yes.
Say it 10 times fast.
Yes.
Oh my God. And you've been friends with them forever, and Keely too.
Yes,
Cool.
That's how I know about Good Luck Macbeth. I was in Keely Cobb's dance company
Cool.
years ago,
Nice.
and she brought us around, and I've been connecting with that community now, and it's been fun and very great. I love it.
Amazing. I know that we like already covered everything, but like to wrap up the takeaway from this whole conversation,
Yes.
I think show business is really hard, you guys. And I think what all of us artists want after like being through years of it, is that thunder?
It is.
Fuck yeah.
It's been wild this summer.
I know. It's so magical. You guys were real witches.
Yes.
This is magic.
Yes.
We want everyone to feel loved, included. When we're in rehearsal, we want everyone to feel good, working hard. If you're a student or if you're a dancer in rehearsal, no whispering, chitter-chattering, talking, no chewing gum. Pay attention, work hard. Take it seriously.
Yes.
Like Eric was saying, what is your why? Remembering why you're doing it is so important. But yeah, what do you want to see like change? Like in the next 5 years, like what would be the dream for you?
The dream for me in the next 5 years, for my 5-year plan, I love it. I would love to see the community grow and have more opportunities for all types of performers, specifically dancers, because I work with them. I want to see who is the young and aspiring dancers. I want them to be in the professional realm, and I want them to have so many opportunities they have to turn things away.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Amen. And so
Yes.
it is, and so it is. Okay, so to end the episode, we're going to pull a card from the Christina Ricci Tarot deck, Cat Full of Spiders. Okay, this is Christina Ricci's Cat Full of Spiders Tarot deck.
Yes.
And Sarah's going to choose a card from the deck.
Ooh. The Knight of Wands.
Knight of Wands. Okay, no one pulled that yet.
Yay.
Okay, let's read it.
Okay.
Cat
Label
Full
out.
of Spiders DM'd, and they were like, we're going to send you a swag bag. Because they reposted the clip. Christina Ricci commented on the fucking clip. I was
Yes.
dying. And then they messaged again today, and they're like, we're so busy. We're working on putting the package together for you, but we just want you to know that The only other person that's received a swag bag is RuPaul. I'm like, what?
That's really cool.
I'm like, okay, we're manifesting Ru and Christina
on this podcast. You have to come.
Yeah, because they travel. They're going to be here, right?
Yeah. And then come teach a class after. Or
Okay, Christina, put on some heels and take class with Sara, and I will come take class if you take class. Okay, do you want to?
I mean, yeah, I can read it.
Okay, you read it.
You take that.
Okay.
Okay.
Knight of Wands.
Knight of Wands. Let's see. Upright. Is this Angela feels?
Yeah,
Oh,
Angela. It's like a story.
It's a story. Okay,
Yeah.
let's try that. Upright. Angela feels energized and embodied by the important task the cat witches have entrusted her with. She
Oh.
has to sow the seeds of dissent to stir up a resolution that will turn the corrupt city of Neon on its head. Ooh, the Knight of Wands represents someone who puts real action behind inspiration.
Ooh.
You have an idea you're passionate about, make your move. Your vision deserves the chance to become reality.
Woo!
I feel that.
Yes, chills, honey.
Yes.
Okay, and then reverse.
Okay.
If it's in reverse, it looks like this, and that just means you need extra guidance.
Okay. Reversed. The Knight of Wands reminds you to act with purpose. Act for action's sake will just lead to burnout and chaos. You'll never be able to free the city of Neon with that energy. Take a deep breath and come up with a more detailed, realistic plan to make sure your virtuous effort is being spent efficiently.
Wow.
Yes.
Amen. Okay, so
That's a
two
great card.
messages, ladies. You can do it. Put action
Yes.
behind the idea, and just, if you were hesitating, this is your sign to go and do it. And then also, burnout happens. So pivot, redirect, meditate, sit down, take a nap, and then come back to it.
Yes.
Because it'll always be there.
That.
Amazing.
Great reminder. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
I feel like we need to have like a girls' night with Keely and like whoever else.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I would love that.
Okay, we're doing a girls' night. I'm going to take class from Sara. You're going to take class from Sara. And we're all going to go see your show.
Yeah, please come. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild.
Yes. And if you can, I would love to have you and your family come this Friday.
Yes.
If you guys can.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
I would love to come.
Yeah. And if you have like a witchy outfit.
Oh, I do.
Okay, perfect. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.